Each year in the United States, law enforcement officers conduct around 32 million traffic stops. So if you're going down the road and you see the blue lights behind you, do you know what to do? Stick around. We're going to go over some tips that you can use to keep yourself safe, the officer safe, and hopefully have a positive experience. Hey everyone, today we're talking about something important. How to handle a traffic stop safely, respectfully, and confidently. Whether it's your first time being pulled over or your 50th, this video is going to give you the tips to make it safe and smooth for both you and the officer. So you're driving down the road, you're thinking about everything you've got going on in your life, what your kids are doing, how you're going to get them to ball practice, what you're going to do for supper. All of a sudden you see blue lights in your rearview mirror. What are you going to do? As soon as you see the flashing lights, go ahead and turn on your turn signal and start to pull off to the right-hand side of the road. If the officer gets in behind you, he's most likely stopping you. So go ahead and pull over to the right-hand side of the road as far off as you can to allow some room for the officer and to get off the road so it's safe for both you and them. Also, if you're unable to get off immediately, go ahead and turn on your turn signal. That way it alerts the officer that you do see them back there and you're looking for a place to pull over safely. That doesn't mean keep driving down the road for a mile, 2 miles, anything like that. You want to find the nearest place that you can get off to the side of the road safely, and so they can conduct that traffic stop. Once you're pulled over, remember, stay calm. Go ahead and put your car in park. Make sure it's in park. Roll down your window. Go ahead and cut your car off. Put your keys on the dash and put both hands on the steering wheel. I would stay like that until the officer approaches and gives you further commands. They'll let you know what they want you to do. But the reason I say don't go ahead and get your license, your registration, your proof of insurance, things like that out is because from an officer standpoint, if they see somebody rummaging around, they either think they're trying to hide something, they're getting rid of something, or they're trying to find something. None of those could be good for the officer, so that's just where the officer is going to be seeing someone moving around. That's what they're going to be thinking about. So yes, it's nice if all those things are already ready for the officer when they get there, but I would go ahead and have my hands at 10 and 2 on the steering wheel and just be patient. Wait on them to come up. They'll let you know what they're looking for. Also, if it's dark, go ahead and cut on the interior light. That'll let the officer know that you're not trying to hide anything, and it'll make it easier for both you and the officer to be able to see inside the vehicle when they approach. Always move slow and smooth. Let the officer know what you're doing. If you're having to reach in the glove box, tell them, hey, my registration's in the glove box. Is it okay if I get it out now? They'll tell you if it's okay. Slow, smooth movements. You don't want to do anything jerky or very fast. That way it keeps everyone calm. Also, always be respectful to the officer. Yes sir, no sir. Yes ma'am, no ma'am. Good general conversation. Don't try not to get excited. Don't raise your voice. Don't be yelling. Speak clearly. Don't interrupt them. And never argue your point on the side of the road. Even if you feel like something's going wrong, or maybe you feel like your rights are being violated, the side of the road's not the time for that, and you're going to get a lot more out of it after the fact than you're ever going to get on the side of the road. So keep that in mind. If you're a concealed handgun permit holder, you know what you need to do. You need to let the officer know that you do have a concealed handgun permit. If you are carrying the weapon, you need to let them know that. That's all stuff for a different video. That's not what this video is about. This is about just the basics. So I may do one later on about carrying with a weapon, but this is just the basics. But if you do have a weapon on you, go ahead and let that officer know, because you don't want them to find out after the fact or see it without you telling them that, because that once again can cause confusion and escalate a situation to a place that it doesn't need to be. There's no need for a traffic stop to be scary. The officer's going to approach. They're going to be respectful. As long as you're returning their questions respectfully, you're answering their questions and doing what you need to do, you're calm. That keeps them calm. and you're going to have a decent experience, hopefully. After the officer gets all your information, your license, your registration, proof of insurance, whatever else they may be asking for, they're going to go back to their vehicle most likely. Once they walk off, go ahead and put your hands back 10 and 2. Don't be getting on the phone. Don't be doing all kinds of crazy stuff. Once again, don't be rummaging around, trying to dig around for things. That can cause concern where it doesn't really need to be. If the officer comes back and you do end up getting a citation, once again, be respectful, and you can argue your case in court. Also, this doesn't have to be a scary situation. It doesn't have to be necessarily a bad experience, even if you get a ticket. There's ways to go about handling that. It's all about communication, being respectful, and keeping yourself and those around you safe. If you found this video helpful, drop a like, subscribe for more tips, and send this video to someone you care about. And until next time, stay safe.